Hello, everybody. Hi. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Let's just give a minute for the rest, for more people to come in here, and then we will get started. Facebook, YouTube thing is not very balanced. I'm not sure why. Hi, everyone. Please keep joining. As you join, please go ahead and share. Go ahead and share so others can join. So today is going to be a very inspiring session. Hi, everyone. If you can hear me, please signal. Let me know you can hear me, please. Let me know you can hear me if you can. Drop a comment to say yes. If you can hear me, please go ahead and drop a comment to say you can hear me, please. I see a couple of people already on YouTube. Okay. Torrance Jones, thank you so much for confirming. I appreciate it. All right, let's just give a few seconds, not up to a minute, so that we can get more people and then we get started. Most importantly, please, as you join, Aisha, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Go ahead and share, click that like button as well. That is also very encouraging and it has something to do with YouTube algorithm. I'm not very sure, but the engagement also matters. John Bosco, how are you? I want to assume it's John Bosco from LinkedIn. All right. Thank you so much. Go ahead and share. So today is going to be a very, very, I believe, inspiring session. I'm going to get really vulnerable because for those that are familiar with working with me, I like to be authentic as needed. I really like to be authentic because I want people to really be able to understand the ins and outs of whatever we are preaching. So today is one of those lives where I'm gonna get really authentic with you all as I walk through my real world experiences as a career development coach, focusing on Agile, using Agile to help people achieve or deep dive into their full potential. So yes, I'm going to be sharing my ins and outs on some of the real world challenges that I face on daily basis, which and the purpose of doing this is to inspire people to understand that nothing good comes easy. Nothing good comes easy. Nothing that is worth putting in time and energy to achieve ever comes easy. So if you're looking up to anything, whatever it may be, you shouldn't expect it to just be a walk in the park, very easy, sweet, and nice. No. But when those moments of iniquities show up, okay, so what I'll be sharing today will really help you be able to stay resilient as you continue to focus on the why. You see. So again, for those who just joined, thank you all so much for joining. As you join, go ahead and like. Very important. Click that like button, share also so that other people can connect and watch this. Our topic for today is some challenges that I face, that I have encountered as a career development coach, um, um, focusing on Agile, especially as an African woman, an African female. Um, Again, not looking to ignore some of the challenges that men may be going through as well, but I'm just sharing my own story. That's the goal for today. So we will get started right away. We are already 5 minutes over right now. So let's get started. So before I get started, I just want to say that your support is always appreciated. You can show us support in so many different ways. A like is a form of support. Sharing for other people to benefit is a form of support. Sharing your thoughts in the comment section is a form of support. YouTube and all the other social media platforms also has a way for people to support with digital gifts, digital money. I think, yeah. So there is a dollar sign on YouTube there. they call it super thanks, so you can support us through that means as well. So with all of that in mind, as we go through this, this platform is the safest place where we learn, share, continue to keep our learning and life here, and no one is judging you. No one. So don't be worried about asking a question and then you're looking stupid. No, please. We all are here to learn. I am here to learn through sharing my story. So use that comment section to drop your questions, your thoughts, your opinions, so that we are reflecting the purpose of this platform, learning and sharing. Okay, so, well, before I get started into some of the challenges that I have faced, I first of all want to state that pursuing this path as work for me, for those who have been following me for a while now, you must have heard me differentiate between work and a job so many different times. So I see being a career coach, an agile career coach, as work, not just a job. So for those who have been working with me for a while, this work to me is not just about agility. It's not just about helping people landing some job. To me, it is deeper than that. To me, this is my life. Not because of the business aspect of it, but because agility has transformed my being from my personal perspective to my professional life, to my family life, to the way I approach different situations, different challenges. It has transformed me. And I'm forever grateful that I decided to make this decision to pursue this as a career for me, helping people achieve dreams that they've never thought they could ever achieve. That is so fulfilling, really. So I'm very grateful for that. And one of the most achievement that I like most of the time when I sit, I'm hardly ever sad, really, because just sometimes I may be going through some serious challenge, and then a team member will just text me and say, Karen, I just landed a job. Karen, I just landed my second offer. Karen, today is my own day, and my income has changed from $15 all the way to $70 per hour. That's everything to me. That's everything to me, just being able to transform people's life. There was a time when one of my previous mentees even reached out and said, Karen, it's been a while. I haven't talked to you because we worked like 3 years ago. Karen, I just want to reach out to you just to appreciate you again and to say that you have, I just adore you. I really am thankful for you because you changed my life. You changed the life of my family. And just so you know, I don't ever like to take the glory because I believe that I'm not sure what you all believe in. I'm unapologetically a Jesus girl. So I believe that Jesus is using me to help people through the gift he has placed in my hands. You see, so I usually like to give him the glory and say, oh, he has given me the wisdom and knowledge and show me how to use it to guide people. So to me, that is everything. All the time when people reach out to me just to appreciate and tell me how much I have changed their life, which to me, I believe God is using me to change their life. It's everything to me. So there could be no other better career path that I would have chosen outside of what I'm doing. So I just want to state that, and I'm so thankful. So while all of that is going on and sweet and glory and shiny, underneath, it's not as rosy as most people would think. It's really not as rosy. It tends to be extremely challenging from day to day. And these challenges are some of the things that I would like us to touch right now. So, the very first challenge that I have encountered as a career agile coach is the illusion of perfection. When I just started this journey, and I would have students in class, they would ask questions, and especially in the mentoring program, people, the way I look at it, their life, their future is in my hands. This job is all they don't have, according to them, they have no other choice. This is it for them. This is it. So I'm looking at these people, their future is in my hands. And I am looking to give them the best result. I'm looking to give them the perfect solution so that they are achieving this goal. And then I was so drowned in this illusion of perfection, being a perfect coach. And sometimes they would ask me questions, and then I don't have all the answers. Sometimes, most of the times, I don't have all the answers. And then sometimes, like when I just started this thing, it used to be really embarrassing that someone will ask you a question during a session and you don't have the answer. Maybe you've never heard about it before, but this person got this question and then they are hoping to get this answer from you. So I used to be so drained in, battling between this illusion of perfection to a point where I would get so burnt out, I would get so emotional. There was even a time when even though in my mind I know nobody knows everything, but how do I get vulnerable and voice it out in the midst of these people here, especially when I just started, that I'm just a person, I cannot know everything. So how are they going to look at me? So I used to really struggle with that. And then there was even a time when, as a mentee, like years back, that was the moment when I'm like, okay, Karen, this is not healthy, you need to stop. A mentee reached out to me and she asked me a question around it was around CICD, um um PDD, for those who are familiar with DevOps approach. So this question was around CICD. And so this person asked me this question. I didn't really have the details around, the DevOps thing. I didn't have the details. I only knew what I knew. So I said, okay, let's do research. I don't have these answers. I even when I asked this person to double check on if they can get some information from other sources. Just because, some people, just because they've paid for this program, they think that you're supposed to do all of the work. They think that they're just supposed to cross their hands and just not do anything, and then you do all the work. This person wasn't willing to go do the research, but keep in mind, this is a person's goal. It's not even my goal. So this person wasn't ready to do the research. I said, okay, I went and I did the work. And one thing most people fail to understand is, if you are just handed information, you will never be smart. You will only be informed, but you will never be smart. The person who will go the extra mile to do the digging, do the research, refine the information, that person will be the one that will stay smart, not you. This person will bring this information and hand it over to you. And trust me, you may use that information 1, 2, 3 times and you forget about it. But this person, the reason why the person who did the research will remain smart is because the memories that comes with doing the groundwork never leaves you. And because of that, it stays with you. The learning or the lessons learned from that exercise stays with you forever. You see, so that is why it's very important that we try to stay away from just being informed and learn to walk the process and do things for ourselves. You see, so I went ahead, I did research, I gathered this information on that person's tailored to that person's question. I sent the information to that person. This lady, after a while, still texted me and said, Karen, I want you to still go ahead and explain it to me. All right, that's when I said, okay, I think this is getting out of hand. I'm not sure if it was coming from a good place or it was coming from a place of challenge, because I've seen it all. Given that I have been fortunate to train over 7,000 people really throughout the years that I've been doing this, I've been able to train, mentor, coach altogether about 7,000 people. Sometimes you have students in class down to, they are really not there to learn. They are there to challenge you. I mean, I hope you understand what I mean. You could, because I've been doing this for a while, so I know when someone is genuinely asking a question to learn, or this person is looking to challenge you, not to learn. So when this lady did that, I'm like, okay, I think we have to. That's it. We need to draw the line, and then that's when I seized the opportunity. Lucien, thank you so much. That's when I seized the opportunity to say that, okay, you all know here. So I decided to go vulnerable. This is how I was able to fix this situation. I'm just one person. Thank you all so much for people on the other social media platforms. Go ahead and support. It's very important. Like, share, comment, drop your questions, and I will make sure I reserve time to take questions at the end of the day. And look, if you're looking to get into this path, anybody can do this. What I'm doing, really, I'm not doing any magic. Anybody can do this. So this live today is really going to help you understand the other side of the world, because it's always greener on the other side. So I want to share with you the reality of the greener other side, so that you know what you are getting into, right? So I said, okay, Karen, this is just one person. I'm just one person. I cannot know it all. That's what I told the lady and the rest of the class. I cannot know it all. This information that I just researched and sent to you, I am just learning this for the first time as well. So this is the most I know, so we can figure it out together. That is the expectation. Let's figure it out together. So when I said that, I opened up and then I was vulnerable. That's when the lady backed up. So yeah, that's one of the challenge, just this illusion of being perfect. So after that day, I start guiding my mentees to understand that even as you go to this job, you will never know it all, and it's okay. Nobody knows it all. Even these CEOs, these executives, they don't know it all, and it's okay not to know it all. But the key is you should be ready to partner with this person to figure it out, to figure out the solution together. So I started guiding my team members to have that mindset, and to also guide their team members to understand that, okay, we are looking for progress here. We are not looking for perfection. So that was the message I started putting across, and things got better. And then let's move on. The second illusion that I faced in this process is the ability to balance empathy and professionalism. Look, especially where I come from, 90% of my clients are more of minorities. 90% of my clients, which I am so appreciative of. I usually have a serious problem when I hear people say, oh, minorities don't support each other, and especially citing Africans. Africans don't support each other. I have a problem with that statement, really. Just thinking about the fact that 90% of my clients are minorities and majority of the minorities are Africans. I have a problem when people say that, yeah, we are not there yet, but we are making progress. Since from the time we're colonized, something happened to our mindset and our culture, and as a result of that, it's been affecting our ability to support each other and appreciate our own. You see, we would rather go give the glory to someone else that is not even doing half of what we are doing. But when I started, I used to say that too, that we don't support each other. You see, but as I started developing myself and growing, as I decided to start appreciating what we have today. It's a process. Colonization is not easy. It's not easy. So it's not an easy thing that we went through as minorities. So it's a process. We are still learning. So where we are today, I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. And I'm hoping that we will get better. So as you join, I see more people connecting. Please make sure you're liking. Click that like button. It's free. And share. One time I said this, and a student, after the live show, a student reached out to me and she was laughing. And Karen, I saw you on YouTube begging for likes. I didn't expect you to do that because you are grounded. I'm like, look, it doesn't matter. Everybody every day, and to me, it's a new thing every day. So I never become familiar with the support and think people, or start feeling entitled that people should be supporting me. No, I don't do that. Oh, okay, that was just a side thing. All right, back to the point. So yeah, so with all of that in mind, again, now that you're looking to really relate with your own, as a fellow minority, you're looking to relate with your own people. Sometimes they fail to understand what your role really is as a career coach, and then they start thinking you're a therapist. Even though coaching is a part of therapist, it's some form of therapy, but they start seeing you as a therapist. And then in the process of them being a part of the program, they think that you should be able to solve all of their emotional problems. And now you're looking to get empathetic with them. I'm a very emotional person. I can take this so personal to a point where it starts affecting my ability to stay professional. And now once it's affecting my ability to stay professional, people can take you for granted. Because I can get so emotional to the point where I carry their issues on my head as my own, and then At the end of the day, I am struggling to balance between being empathetic and staying professional. And once that line is crossed a little bit, they take advantage of you. And that is not good. It hardly ever ends well, you see, and then they start taking you for granted. So that is another challenge that I'm facing. I am still facing it, even though I have been able to understand that better over the years and I'm managing it better, but I'm still struggling with that. I'm still struggling with that. And then another challenge that I'm encountering is sometimes people fail to understand that just because you represent a brand, you represent a business, you are a professional, it doesn't mean that you cannot be joyful. I'm a naturally very playful person. I love to play like a kid. I love to be goofy. I love to be silly. That's my natural personality, really. So sometimes outside of professionalism, when people come across my other side, people want to know you, dig about you, and know things they shouldn't be knowing. So when they come across this other side, and then they start feeling like they're supposed to disrespect you because they would see how you're joking around too much, playing, being so silly. You're out of work. You've taken out your professional hat and put aside, and then now you're wearing your joyfulness. So they feel like you're supposed to only be joyful to a certain extent just because you are Coach Karen, just because you are a career coach. No, no, no. Mm-mm. So I used to be so worried about what people would think if they see me just being myself. I used to be so worried about that. And then I got to a point where I had to still draw the line. I'm like, okay, this is me. You have to accept my two personalities. You have to accept, and I like to also bring my personality into my profession. You see, so this is the whole me. So choose to accept me as a whole, as a full, not a part. Really. So that's another thing too that I wanted to mention, that if you're getting into this, you should be mindful of like if you go on my personal TikTok, if you go on my Facebook, and which is why I don't even use my real names because I've been judged too much because of the silly things I do. You see, so if you go on these personal pages, you will see that I am very, very playful. That's my natural personality. But sometimes people want me to tone down and not be myself because I'm Coach Karen. You see, so no, that should not be happening. And then another challenge that I faced, the struggle with uncooperative or on clients that are not coachable. See, sometimes what I've experienced is that sometimes clients will think that just because they've paid for these services, like I initially initiated earlier, they just have to cross their hands and their legs and then just wait for you to come and put the food in their mouth and spoon feed them and not do nothing. And sometimes I tend to so some I mean I've had experience with some people like that, and I've also had experience with fantastic clients which I would never trade for anything. Again, I understand that's what comes with the job. Over the years I've understood that's what comes with the job. So when I have clients who think that they don't have to do anything just because they've paid for this service, they just want to take your life. They just want to take your life. So they will not do anything. And then over the years, I got to understand that, okay, it's because they don't even understand what mentorship is. And then when I get situations like that, I would direct them that, okay, do you understand? What's your understanding of mentorship? What's your understanding of coaching? You see, I'll ask them this question. So if you're joining right now, please go ahead and click that like button. Is free. And let's really be vulnerable here together today so that you all can understand my other side and not only see the glory. I need you to understand the story as well. So I need you to support, like, share, comment, and all of that. So um when I put out materials there, I lecture and all of that, these people will come inside they will still be calling me 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 1 a.m. in the night. They are calling me to ask me the same question that we already addressed. They need me to talk to them personally at that time. They're sending me text anytime, anywhere, calling me anytime, just because they think they've paid some money to me. I used to struggle so hard, like I mentioned before, the illusion of being a perfect coach. Some in the beginning, I will pick these calls at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and then they really don't have nothing serious or anything burning or urgent to talk about. Like I'm like, what is going on? And I'll be so burnt out, I'll be so drained. And then I started having anxiety. And sometimes you would have some clients that they are genuinely struggling with anxiety. You see, maybe they're overwhelmed, going through all the materials, just trying to believe in themselves, confidence, and all of that. And then they're facing anxiety. And now they will call me at that time, and then I will start going through anxiety as well because I'm worried that they are worried. And if I'm not able to sleep, I cannot function better the next day. During classes, I'm not able to function. So it was just like a roller coaster of emotions going on. It was so challenging. There will be times where people will call me at 2 a.m. I have prioritized that entire class session for their upcoming interview. Let's say they have an interview coming up. I prioritize the entire class to help them prepare for the interview. And then they are good. And then after that, 2 a.m., they're calling me. And then I'll pick the call. And then I'm like, okay, what's going on? They're like, Karen, I need you to answer this question, a question that we already answered. They don't even understand that they can just go on Google, do research, do something on their own. They just need me to spoon feed them. I was suffering from a lot of anxiety, to be honest with you. I was suffering from burnout. I started feeling like I was seeing things. I was actually things like I started going through what we call cognitive disorder, something like that, where I'm struggling to keep focus on one single thing at a time because I'm so worried about these people feeling worried and then worried about them judging me. Like I was so trying so hard to be so perfect. It wasn't sustainable. It wasn't sustainable. Every job has rules and regulations. Every job has boundaries. You see, every job has a boundary. So I'm like, okay, just like every other profession, I don't think you will ever, imagine that if your boss at work picks their phone and call you at 2 a.m. I don't think you're going to be okay with that. You're not gonna be okay with that. So why do you think you can do it to Coach Karen? So I started guiding these people and then I set boundaries like, okay, this is not okay. And then, I'm also a wife. I'm a mom. I have I'm a sister. All these people need me too. So I used to be so drained to a point where it started affecting my ability to be there for my family. You see, and again, for my family side, they cannot understand what I'm going through. They cannot understand. So it was like from two different directions. I became a stranger to my own self. You see, so it was so challenging until I had to set boundaries. Thank you so much, Celine. I had to set boundaries. I'm like, no, this is enough. After 8 p.m., you cannot call me. Justice, thank you so much. After 8 p.m., you cannot call me. If it's something urgent, which I'm very sure that if you wait until tomorrow, nothing will happen because you will not be going for any interview at midnight. That I know for sure. You won't be going for any interview at midnight. So if you cannot wait until tomorrow, then send an email. Don't call my personal line. And just because of you will not seize this opportunity for me to feel it's okay to share my personal line with my students, you see, because I see them as family. So yeah, I had to set boundaries, and when I was able to set boundaries, things really started falling in place. I set boundaries on when they can call it from mornings and when they can lastly call from evenings. And if it's anything agile, we discuss it on the forum. We have a forum that we are discussing. If I'm answering the question only to you alone, how is it benefiting your peers? How is it benefiting your peers? And it's not efficient. And we preach about simplicity. The act of maximizing the work not done is essential, you see. So if it's anything agile, put it on the forum. If it's anything personal and you don't feel comfortable with sharing, reach out to me personally. So I had to set these clear boundaries and clear expectations, and then things got better, just in case you find yourself in that kind of situation. Another struggle that I have faced is the bias that I face as a Black female in business, as a Black female entrepreneur, as a Black female career coach, as a Black female leader. Adeyemi, thank you so much for connecting. It is not easy. People want to take you for granted just because you are a female, just because you are an African American, just because you are I'm not, well, I'm an African American by what? By a word. But naturally I'm an African, full-blown African. People used to ask me where I'm coming from Africa. Is that the English word? I said, I'm coming from all the continents, from all the countries in African continent. I'm from Africa, and that's it. I represent Nigeria, I represent Cameroon, I represent Sierra Leone, I represent Liberia, I represent everything Africa. So people tend to take you for granted. They want to, you will find yourself constantly justifying your skills, constantly explaining your capabilities. When you clearly see that the result that you're delivering compared to our fellow people on the other side, really, compared to our fellow Caucasians, the result you are delivering is like 50 times what they can get. I would even have people, they will come to our program, they ask the price, you tell them the price, you tell them, they see the materials, they disappear, they go take their training somewhere else, pay even more expensive than what you're charging, and then the learning they get ends up being shallow. They come back to me, they're telling me, I know this because they're telling me that, oh, I after I connected with you, I decided to go take my training. I got the training, but I don't think the lesson was good enough. So can you please help me? Can you please help me? They are begging me to help them. So they don't feel that I deserve to be paid. They don't feel that my skills, the value that me and my team deliver through being agile is good. They don't feel like why should we be paying this Black woman? Why should we be paying this Black woman? Yet they prefer to go pay the money elsewhere, and then they don't get the result, and then they come back to me and they started doing, please, they started pleading for me to give it for free. I mean, not that I don't give trainings for free, I do, but we have criteria that we've set in place to determine qualifications for people to, we can clearly differentiate people that truly need the free services and the people that they just taking you for granted just because of who you are. So if you're getting to this space, be ready for something like that, especially as a woman. Be ready for something like that. So yeah, no, you should be paying for my services. Like, look at the free resources we put on here on YouTube. We have over 350 videos, free resources that you will hardly get free out there like that. We put them here free. I can proudly say that being Agile Consulting, me as the forerunner, have been one of the Africans that, make it to be okay to share information like that for free. And then I started seeing my fellow Africans started getting into and which is why now we have many people on YouTube too, many, minorities on YouTube, so I know that Indians were already so much into this, but from an African perspective, I can proudly say that I am one of the forerunners who started bringing this, changing the narrative that it's okay to share information so that other people can learn and grow. And it's not just you, it gets lonely at the top. That has been my preaching for several years now. And then people started taking into it. Yet with all those free resources, when they want to come get personalized services, they still want to take it for free. So how do you think we survive? How do you think we need to do the needful as a company, as an organization? You see, so yeah, that's some of the challenges I face with just the fact that I'm an African, a Black, and a female. That's some of the challenges I face. So don't do that. Don't disrespect the skills of your own. If not for anything, especially as minorities, you should be the number one supporting your own instead of undermining their skills, instead of failing to recognize their hard work, instead of failing to recognize all what they do for the community, but yet you're glorifying other people that already have more than enough people to glorify them because they support, they know, they understand these things, you see. So don't disrespect our services by thinking that you just need to come get it for free. No, baby. No, that's not fair at all. Okay, let's move forward. So another challenge that I've faced, battling with dishonest people. I mean, I've had some fantastic mentees, which I see some of them right now. I would like to mention, give them shout out. And the reason why I'm giving them shout out is because I don't want to talk about these challenges today and neglect the good side, because we still have ethical people with integrity out there. So I'm giving them this shout out so that just to encourage the behavior so that other people can also embrace this behavior. So I see those that I can recognize. I see Adeyemi. That was one of my most beautiful mentees. I see Celine. If I don't call your name, then maybe you're using a name that I don't recognize. But I see, and if you're connected, you're not putting a comment there, I will not know. So if you want me to give you a shout out, again, if you've been nice through your program, just drop a comment there just so that I can recognize your name. Or if you're using another name on your profile, just let me know your name. So, but for those that I can recognize, I can definitely recognize Celine. I can definitely recognize Adeyemi, and those people, I enjoyed working with them. I really did enjoy working with them, you see. So I appreciate that. And then I also see Pastor G. Thank you so much. I also appreciate you. So outside of that, we have experienced some really dishonest people. You know, these clients that they will come enroll for the program, right? And then they will clearly, we know what the services we are putting out there. We know the value we are bringing because we are seeing the results. Like I said, we have trained, mentor, coached over 7,000 people over the years. We have seen the values. We've transformed the lives of so many people by God's grace. And we know that it's working. Then you have these people who will come into the program. They will be so appreciative as they are learning, they're seeing their gaps through the program. The way the program is designed, it helps them expose their gaps. And then they are closing all these gaps and they are appreciative. Meanwhile, they have a plan. They have a plan. And then once their program is over, they go and file a dispute. If they apply through our using their credit, if they paid with a credit card, right? They go file a dispute with their bank, tagging your service as I didn't receive the product. Hi, Yara. So Yara also is one of those students that I would say thank you so much for being a very, very focused, determined student. I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate how much you focused on your goal and achieve your goal. So these people will go file a dispute after they are done with a whole 2 months program. Do you know what it means to put the 2 months of your time, your life, your energy into someone, to building someone else from a good place? And the funny thing is that I would tell you, most of our clients hardly ever do I ever just kick them out immediately their 2 months is over. I mean, I'm not saying this to encourage people to think they can come in and then once their 2 months is over, they don't want to go. They will just stay and think it's okay. We have policies in place. We have procedures in place. This is a company. This is an organization. And just because, again, it's Karen, it's a woman, it's a Black woman, they think it's okay to just ignore the policies, what they signed. You actually signed a contract. They fail to understand that we are a team, we are an organization. We are following procedures, we are following legal, we are doing things legally right, we are following all those things. And then they'll go file a dispute after 2 months of your sweat, in them and they think it's okay. And then they'll just claim the money and go, and it's okay. And it would have been okay because like we can, as a company, we can easily claim that back from tax. But they fail to understand that being agile with Coach Karen in it, it doesn't work like that, baby. We would prefer to spend every single dime we have just to set example, just to make these people understand that no, you cannot carry on with this behavior. And I'm very sure that this thing they are doing is not, they don't only come to being agile to do that. They go, that's their behavior. But when they get to being agile, no, baby, this should be the last time you would ever exhibit that behavior. We already understand dispute. We understand all these things. Thank you so much, ED300. I appreciate you, Justice. Yeah, it's crazy. So we follow procedure, we follow law, we follow all these things. Our organization is legal. We are certified. We have all these things. We are licensed. So you're not winning that dispute. There's never been a time. So far, we have just a couple of people that have done this very sick thing. None of them has ever been able to win any dispute ever. Because I have even taken courses to understand this system, how to fight dispute legally and be able to win. So don't ever waste your time thinking that you can come to being agile and do that. Okay, that is why we make sure we do our own part 500%. And then if you come, you just sit there, you're not doing your own part, and then hoping that by the time you're done, you go back to file a dispute. You're wasting your time. It's not going to work. Okay, it's not going to work, and it's going to affect your credibility at the end of the day. So I would have loved to call some names here, but because of who I am as a person, I'm not going to be doing that. And I'm only saying that the next time the next person will do that, I will be coming here. I'll be calling you out to warn my peers that are in this same kind of services to be mindful of people like you. Okay, so that aside, so yeah, that's how we've been able to overcome that challenge. Just make sure that you're right with from the government perspective, from legal perspective. You have all your paperwork as a company set up. You have all these things set up, your everything set right, so that when things like this happen, you can go all out legally. All right, that's how we've been able to overcome challenges like that. As I speak, we just had one 3 days ago. We just had one 3 days ago. Someone that has already finished her program, done everything. I have messages, screenshots on the communication that we usually have through the program. This person was excited. This person was very appreciative, for the quality of service and all of that. And then all of a sudden, this person went and filed a dispute. I had no idea. My team didn't tell me that this person did this. They didn't tell me. But yet and this person was still in the platform, even though their program was already over 3 weeks ago. But this person, I didn't kick them out because I don't know. I just get so attached to my mentees, to a point where I don't know how to just, legally, your program is over. But I'm not so strict in putting people out like that from my own end, you see. So this person was still there, and then I was still reaching out to this person on WhatsApp, checking on them, checking on their progress, checking on all these things. I had no idea this person did this thing. And then when they reached out to me, my team reached out to me to let me know that this particular name did this thing. I'm like, wow. I started writing to this person. This person will not respond to me anymore. I'm like, all right, that's fine. But yeah, just so you know, these are the things that we face. So it's not easy. Most of the time, people see the glory, but they don't understand the story. It's not easy at all. So, but at the end of the day, remember why you're doing it. So another challenge that I faced, we will almost be wrapping this up. We have faced so many challenges. So the ones that I'm picking out are the ones that I think will be valuable to other people, so that the other side of the river that you think is always so green. Another challenge that I face is the challenge of greed and sabotage. I have had clients, your own people. And the funny thing is that some of this, even though, again, I will continue to appreciate my minority community, because most of what I do is really for them, that they are at the center of my vision. Most of what being agile represents is really for our minority community. At the same time, yes, we still have a lot to learn. We still have a lot to learn. So we have some of our clients, a couple of them, they will get into this program. I had an experience for a particular person that I will never forget. That was almost 3 years ago. This client, I started with this person from scratch. Like this person, I mean, the person is definitely older than me, a man, and all of that. But I saw this person as my Agile Baby. We started from scratch. I helped the person acquire the knowledge. And at that time, we were still very, very, it wasn't even, money wasn't even attached to our service, given the quality of service we provide. Money wasn't even, we were not even charging based on the level of quality. It was just like a token, you know. So I put in my sweat, my blood, everything, my team, help this person to acquire the knowledge. Sheila, thank you so much. Um, Mary, thank you so much. Mary Suri, that's my mom. Help this person acquire the knowledge, right? Mentor this person. This person had a lot of personality issues, a lot of behavioral issues, you know. But I already saw this arrogance and all of that. And you all know agility has no business with arrogance. Agility is humility. Agility has no business with pride. Agility has no business with both, like all of that. This person was all of that, unfortunately. But again, I was so committed in helping this person because this person explains their story and made me understand that this is their last bus stop. I mean, if they don't get this opportunity, they have no idea what will happen to them. They haven't worked for almost how many years now. And as a man, the head of the family, they need to provide for their family. With all of that in mind, I took it so personal. I helped this person. This person landed their first opportunity, landed their second opportunity. And then this person, instead of focusing on the reason why they came to this program, they started looking into being Agile's business. They started counting the number of students we have. Okay, if being Agile have this 1, 2, 3, 4 number of students, that should be how much money they are making. Hey, they started looking into these things. And then, as ignorant as I am, and as so trusting that I am, I'm so trusting. As you connect here, please go ahead and share. Okay, it's very important. Click that like button. I had no clue. I know that this person was toxic for the platform because most of the time there was always tension. Anytime this person posts a message, text a message, it's always tension with people. But again, I already commit to help this person. So very ignorantly, one day I sent another mentee because I have this thing where if somebody's asking a question and I know somebody else already went through this very challenge, I can guide them, direct them to that person to have a conversation with them. I sent one of my mentees to go have a conversation with this guy, about this particular topic because this lady was supposed to go for an interview for a company this guy already went for an interview with. So just to ask some insight, just for knowledge sharing. When this lady went to that guy, this lady was my savior. I don't want to mention her name, but that was when I started seeing things. I cannot trust people like that, you see. So this lady went, and then this guy started selling my materials, being agile materials, to the lady. This guy was still in the program. This guy started selling being agile materials to the lady and telling the lady, that's what I call sabotage. Started sabotaging me, telling the lady that everything I know, he is the one who taught me everything I know, that I don't know nothing, that this lady should pay this certain amount of money, and within 3 weeks, this lady will be getting a job. Saying all sort of nasty things about me being agile and my brand. Do you know that I'm telling you, I don't know what you believe in, but if a person has genuinely helped you, and then you think that you can grow by bringing that same person down that has genuinely helped you You're lying because at that moment you're not fighting that person. You are fighting with that person's spirit. And the spirit that I carry, that being agile carries, is not ordinary. It's the Holy Spirit. And there is just no way that the Holy Spirit will be unjust like that. There is just no way the Holy Spirit will be unjust. You see? So I was so shocked. I was so shocked that this person did this because of how much I have committed in helping this person. This person started spreading all sort of lies, defaming our brand, demonizing our brand, demonizing me. Not in front of me though. And so when I heard this, and then I started asking people like if they know what's going on, that's when people started coming out and like, Karen, I wanted to tell you this, but I didn't know how to come tell you because I know you never talk about other people in class. You never like to talk about other people, so I didn't know how to bring it up to you. Everyone started bringing up things. Everyone started talking, sharing their own experience. I'm like, wow, we would not even be standing if it wasn't for God because of all the sabotage this person has been doing. You see, so that's just one example. So I have faced so many different kinds of examples, and it always go towards greed. This person wanted to do this thing. Look, someone also, it was through the guidance of someone that I was inspired to do this thing. But I didn't do it by going by unhealthy or toxic competition. There is a difference between being inspired by someone and raising unhealthy or toxic competition against that same person that helped you. There is a big difference. And you see most of these people that are very selfish and self-centered, they will lie, they will carry in front of the sky is too big for everyone to fly. Definitely the sky is too big for everyone to fly, but the way you go about flying is what matters. You flying very well, you don't have to try to pluck other people's feather or wings for you to be able to fly. No, especially those people that have helped you. So I have contemplated to come to talk about this thing for years, but today I decided to talk about it anyway. So that's just one example. And then you also have people that you have helped. They were so appreciative, they were so thankful, and they see that you've been consistent. Being agile is one of the most consistent organizations I can ever think of. With our services, with the way we treat our mentees and everything, with genuine love, really seeking to help people. You see, it's not even about the money. You really have this genuine love to help people. You believe in them. You see that this same thing you pass through, other people should be passed. They can also get to where you are now, through your help. And then they'll be so appreciative. After that, they want to go do their own, the same thing. And then they start feeling so entitled. They start doing this unhealthy competition. And then they start feeling like they need to start spreading, demonizing your name, poisoning your brand. That's the word. Poisoning your brand, poisoning your name to other people. And negativity spreads like wildfire. I'm there so ignorant. I don't know that's what is going on. And I still genuinely love these people. And then there was a time as something happened on our platform. Most people would know the story. I think it was my birthday, I believe. And then my mentees, they love to celebrate me. They started celebrating me on the platform, and then it was chaotic. Some other people were not happy about it just because of this thing I'm saying. But most of the people on the platform, they thought it was just someone feeling so entitled. Why are they not celebrating her too? But they feel they need to celebrate me and all of that. But it was way deeper than that. It was way deeper than that. After I did my investigation, I realized that it is something that has been going on for a while. They had a group or a team just to spread negativity about being agile and caring for reasons that I found out it was just this toxic, unhealthy competition. And after 2 weeks, you see these people start posting their own flyers, promising heaven and earth to people. And then after 1 month, you don't see them anymore. People like that never last, really. So if you are inspired by someone, go about it right. Do it right. Okay, imagine that I was trying to bring down the same person that guided me to start start help getting into this career path. It will not be good. I wouldn't be here today. So I have seen this over and over. You can never rise by bringing someone else down, especially someone that has really helped you. It would never work. Just do it right. Unhealthy competition is bad, very bad. So yeah, those are just some of the challenges that I have encountered. So last but not the least, as we are wrapping up right now, again, if you have questions, just put them there. I will reserve some few minutes to take your questions. Last but not the least, we have some of these people that they will come get the training and then they feel like it's okay to just go plagiarize um the contents of being agile, when clearly they saw the policy. All of the information provided to you is only for class distribution purposes. Only yes, Sheila Pen, you will never rise by bringing someone else down. I totally agree with you. Yeah, people really did that, Sheila. It's crazy. People really did that. Yeah, but it's okay. I'm still here. Being agile is still here, and we are getting better than ever before. So yeah, I'm here to really share with you some of these things. These are real things that happen. So being an entrepreneur, building a business, it's not a walk in the park. It's not easy. So you should be ready to embrace the good, the bad, the ugly if you want to succeed. Okay, not just the good side. If not, you will give up. You will give up. So like I was saying about this plagiarism thing, they will come. Clearly the policy is there. The materials shared with you is only for class distribution purposes. It should be kept confidential. No, you have no right to copy to somewhere else. They feel so entitled, take our training materials and then just go make it their own. It got to a point where people even took our videos and then they are charging people for them. People will come to their program and then the videos they are playing is my video. They play my videos to them and they collect money. They don't know that's unlawful. That's really unlawful. If it's only me, if it's only my team, way back like years ago, we should have made so much money from this plagiarism thing. We should have made so much money by suing people and they will pay us because clearly it's plagiarism. It's our materials. We build our materials from scratch. We did not take a material from anywhere else. And if we are taking any material from anywhere else, we are clearly referencing the material, the source, and giving credit to the source. But my own people, they don't understand that. They don't understand that it's a crime. They don't understand that it's criminal to plagiarize. They don't understand that plagiarizing copyrights, it's criminal. If it's left to my team, this is a clear way to make a lot of money. Just suing these people and they will pay us a lot of money. But because of the kind of person I am, I keep saying it's okay. I don't know how to go after someone that I've been going after for so many months to help. And then after you've succeeded, I'm still going after you to for something like that. I was struggling with this thing, but it got out of hand. And then at this point, I just decided to let my team do their job. You see. So far, they had to sue two people, and we made a lot of money from it. And that's not what I want. That's not what I want. So don't think it's okay to plagiarize our materials. Not only our materials, plagiarize our programs, our names, everything. And then you're feeling so entitled. You're feeling like we owe you to approve. We're supposed to approve so that we don't look like we don't want you to grow too. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. There is a process, there's a procedure, there is law that we follow. That's not how it works. Just so you know, if you want to do something, just go about it the right way. I think that's all I'm asking for. That's all we are asking for, so that we don't get into this all unnecessary problems. I don't want to be suing the same people we've helped. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And for the two people that we already did, I'm not proud of it. I don't want to do that really. So just so you all know. So yeah, that's really some of the challenges. And this thing can be a whole emotion of a roller coaster of emotions. It's not easy at all. Sometimes I think of even giving up. Sometimes I think of giving up. But whenever I think of giving up, and given the fact that my family too, they didn't understand, like, what's going on with this person, like, what's going on with you. It was just so much, to a point where I'm like, what's the point? I don't even know these people. Why am I stressing myself for them like that? Let me just give up. And then I would think about why. I would think about why, because to me, this is ministry. Just like a pastor is doing their pastoring work, I see this as my own ministry. So I see this as God will be very frustrated with me if I choose to let this go. Like, I am not answering the call or making use of the gifts that He has put in my hand. Because you all know the kind of blessings and favors we get through being agile. So many people landing jobs, even when people are crying, there is no job, we still keep getting jobs. It's not because I'm too smart. It's not because being agile got it all together. I see it as grace. You see, so I don't know. I mean, for some people now may be thinking I'm weird, but I'm just telling you my truth right now. I'm just being vulnerable with you. I see it as grace. So it's not because I'm too smart. It's not because I have a lot of knowledge. No, because there are people out there that are way better than me, but yet they are not getting the results that we are getting. So I see it as grace. So anytime I think about giving up, I always remember, okay, what is God going to say about this? How is God going to feel about this? I failed Him. Failing to help these people mean that I failed Him. So just because of all these other people causing these problems, you should not deprive the other people that are genuinely looking to be helped. You see, so because of that, I will stay resilient. And then over the years, God has been guiding me on how to, deal with all these challenges and keep going and stay focused on the goal. Stay focused on the goal, and the goal is to keep building people. And we are not giving up anytime soon, because thankfully God has given us the wisdom to know how to navigate all these challenges and make lemonade out of these lemons. So I'm so grateful. I hope, well, so before I wrap it up again, I almost forgot to remind you all that we have our August training is starting next week. If you're looking to be trained, and most importantly, we have been licensed to start offering SAFE certifications. SAFE Scaled Agile Framework certification, SAFE Scrum Master, SAFE Product Manager certification, SAFE for Team certification, different kinds of SAFE certification. And if you're also looking to become an Agile Coach, all of that, we now offer different services. So please, the link is right there, pinned on the first message. We just go on our website, okay? Learn about our different programs and enroll very quickly. For our SAFE trainings, we have a huge discount because we just started offering the SAFE trainings. People have been asking for it a lot, so we had to do it. We have a huge discount, and for SAFE, it's only 2 days training. Unlike the standard Scrum Master training, which is a whole month and it's a customized program, SAFE is only 2 days. So if you're looking to earn a SAFE certification, whether to boost your career portfolio, whether to, because it's needed for the role you're interviewing for the role you're currently on, it's needed, whatever the reason is, we can definitely help you, train you, and you will get the certification as well through us. Okay, so that is it. And please, for no reason whatsoever should you doubt your capabilities. If you're going through different challenges, remember the reason. Remember the reason why you started it in the first place. Always think about your why. Anytime you think about your why, it should inspire you. If it fails to inspire you, come back to this video and watch it to gain some inspiration. That if we are going through all of these challenges and yet we are still here, and not only here, we are still winning, then you also can do it. You as a minority can do it. You as a minority can own a business. You as a minority can pursue your dreams. You can change your life. You're capable. But one thing you should keep in mind and build your mindset around that is nothing worth fighting for ever comes easy. Nothing worth fighting for ever comes easy. If it's too easy to get, then it is not worth it. If it's worth it, then it will be. You will have some rocky moments. Okay, anytime you have these challenging moments, go back to your why. Think about the why you started doing this in the first place, and everything should be okay. Thank you so much. Before I go, if you have not get a copy of my new book, From Day One to Success, a step-by-step guide for Scrum Masters joining a new organization. This is my own copy. Just give me a second here. Let me grab my own copy and show you guys. This is my own copy. It just came to me. It was just delivered to me. This book is your best friend, especially for those who just landed their jobs. It's not about landing the job. It's also about keeping the job. Look, it's also about keeping the job. This book is your guide, your best friend. The information that is in this book, I can guarantee you that go look all books in Agile. You will not find this information in there, because I have provided my own experience, scenarios, examples on how you should handle different things as you start from day one joining your new organization. So if you're an aspiring or practicing Agile practitioner, be it a Scrum Master, product owner, release, this book will help you. And it's not only for Scrum Masters. If you're looking to be into a corporate space, moving from your menial jobs, this book will help you understand what happens in a corporate space. Okay. Yeah. So please run on Amazon, From Day One to Success, a step-by-step guide for Scrum Masters joining a new organization. Okay. Cash King, I'm not sure what you're saying. You are life like this. Now, wow, what does that mean? I don't understand what that means. But again, that is it. Go on Amazon. You can look up my name, Karen Fomafung. For those who don't know how to spell my Fomafung, Fomafung. That's a spelling. Or just look up From Day One to Success. I think I'm the only author on Amazon with this title, From Day One to Success. And this is how it looks like. Grab your copy, and most importantly, as you grab your copy, please leave your review. It's very important so that we can reach many readers as well. So far, this book was released 2 weeks ago, and we've already sold approximately 360 copies. I'm very grateful. I'm so thankful to all of you. So thankful, you cannot even imagine. That's very inspiring to me, and it's only encouraging me to do more, to write more books. I'm not giving up anytime soon. Yes, Cash King. Cash King is saying that I got my certification 2 years ago and haven't been practicing interviews. I don't know where to start. Cash King, we can definitely help you. I know where you would start based on the little you have shared. So the very first action you should take is go to our website, beingagileconsulting.com. It's pinned on the first message on this chat here. Just click on that link. It will take you to our website. Go through our different programs. We can definitely help you. That's what we do. That's what we do. And let's go from there. If you have questions, feel free to give us a call. We work on Sundays. Feel free to give us a call, send an email, and we'll be happy to attend to you. And if there's anyone else in that situation, feel free to do so. Okay. So this is going to be the end of this live today. I hope it was valuable, because I hate wasting my time. I really hate it when I waste my time. So I remember John Bosco and I had a conversation yesterday, and he was looking to connect. I'm like, why don't you set up something that will be valuable to more people? That's just how I'm wired to function. That's just how I'm wired to function. So yeah, and thank you all so much. If you have any question after this live, please feel free to leave it in the comment section. I will do my best to go through every single one of them and answer. I went through this thing. I didn't really see any question that anyone had. ID300 is saying, my greatest mentors were women. Okay. And my sister is the greatest of all of them. Awesome. I love your sister, even though I don't know her, because it's not easy. It takes resilience to stay in this space. She's a strong, independent Black woman like you. Oh, please tell your sister that I love her. I love her just because she stays resilient to make a difference despite all the challenges. And then, yeah, I love her for that. And then G Pastor, let me coach, our community needs you. All right. Yeah, definitely. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon at all. So because of all the downsides, I'm not going to forget about the bright side. So I'm hanging on to the bright side. Being Agile is hanging on to the bright side. And we have a lot of great things in stock that are coming. So you all will see. You will see. Don't worry. Yara is saying, thank you, coach, for those kind words. You're welcome. Cash King, I got my, oh, Cash King was a person who said I got my certification. All right. Time is money, my dear. Cash King, yes. Cash King is saying time is money. Yes, time is money. I definitely agree with you. Um, if you have not liked this video yet, like it. Click like. It's important. It's important for the social media algorithm. It has something to do which I don't understand. And also, you can support us by giving us these digital gifts. It helps us earn money. Okay. Um, and then Diodone seems like you're from Cameroon because that's a French name. But anyway, Law from Stockholm, Sweden. Okay, Diodone. Yeah, Diodone also is it's a Cameroonian name. So yes, love you right back, Diodone. Cash King, I remember a question I had about how I was paid previously. Your videos even helped us more than any others. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I cannot count the thousands of people that always reach out to us on daily basis through our different social media platforms just to share their celebration, their joy with us that they just landed their dream job from working as a factory worker, earning $15, and they've binge watched my videos, and they've been able to land their jobs, and now they are making over $150,000 per year. Why would I not hold on to this? Why would I? Just because of the challenges? No, no, no. We don't roll like that. Yeah. So, Victor, I missed your message. Thanks for your insight and knowledge shared. Thank you too, Victor. Thank you for being a part of our tribe. We really appreciate it. We don't take you all for granted at all. For those who have been consistent with the support, we don't take that for granted. I usually tell people that I never become familiar with all the blessings we get on our platform, all the jobs we get on daily basis, because it's so tempting to be so familiar with success to a point where you start taking it for granted. It's so tempting. So every day my prayer is, God, never let me be too familiar with your grace. Never let me be too familiar with all of these jobs we are having every day. At some point, my mom even said, is it that is like landing a job as an agile practitioner is so easy. Everyone is getting a job. And then that's when I knew, okay, since like I'm beginning to take this thing for granted, I told my mom, no, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. These people are working hard. They work so hard. They have sleepless nights. They learn, like you see, I work so hard too to help them, and they're working so hard to help themselves. And at the same time, God is blessing the effort. Work to make yourself approved. That's what is going on. So yeah, Victor is saying, I would like to know how I can get into the mentorship session. So Victor, yeah, I think I already shared that information. Just click on the link on the pinned text there, or go on our website, beingagileconsulting.com. You should be able to see the programs. So for the mentorship, if it's for Scrum mentorship, focus on level 2. I think that's what you need. But if it's for Agile coaching mentorship, then just check the Agile coaching program. That's it. Ahisha, shout out to Karen. If you haven't joined, I recommend you do. Karen helped me land a job months of being in the program. Aisha, please, I don't think I can remember your name. I'm not sure you use this name, because I believe that I know every single person. I can recognize every single name of people that has passed through being Agile Consulting. But thank you though. Thank you. I really appreciate the shout out. I do. Thank you. Thank you, Cash. Oh, Shamika. Yeah, Aisha, Shamika. Yes, I remember you, Shamika. You're so focused. You were so determined. Yeah, so you deserve it, girl. You deserve it. I only played my own part, but you did most of the work. So I really do appreciate you too for being so determined, because as you are shining, you make us shine too. You make being agile shine through your success. So I don't take that for granted. I really appreciate you, Shamika. And we miss you. We miss you on the community of practice. Thank you so much, everybody. As you all see, I can stay here forever, just appreciating everyone. But again, if this video is too long, we have some people that are too lazy to watch long videos, regardless of the value of the video. They will not want to watch it. But thank you all so much. I really appreciate you, and I hope you all have a fantastic Sunday. I would like to see you in class, in any of the classes in the August session. Scrum Master class, safe training class, Agile coaching class, any of this, I would like to see you on Sunday, okay? On any of these classes. Thank you so much. And we have another thing that is in the pipeline coming. When it's ready, I will come up here, I will announce it, and I will let you all know, okay? Thank you, all my lovers. Take care. Bye bye.